Hey everyone, so over the last couple of years on this channel, I've tracked my Factory 5 Mark IV build, and being a project guy, I'm sort of bummed out I'm running out of things to do. Sure, there's a number of cosmetic upgrades I can make. You know, for instance, I'm gonna add a racing stripe, and there definitely is a engine build in the future for this car. But for all intents and purposes, this car's done, and it's really just time to take it out, drive it around, and enjoy it. That said, I'm ready to take on my next project, and I'd like to ask you, the YouTube community, what you'd like to see me work on. Before we get to that though, I had to address a space problem because my 3-car garage just wasn't going to cut it. After a 2-year search, we found a home that has a shop for me and a house for her, although she tells me it's still lacking a hot tub. Now I'm still getting settled in, but sooner than later I'm going to be ready for my next project, and if I'm honest with you, I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. I have a few things in mind, and I want to walk you through each of them and get your thoughts too. Now, idea number 1 has a massive cool factor, but your wallet's also going to take a massive hit, and that's to build a GT40 Replica. Even before Ford versus Ferrari, I've always loved this car, and there's a few different replica manufacturers out there. Unfortunately, I didn't have any footage of a straight up GT40, but I did see a couple Ford GTs when I was out west this summer. Difficulty wise, this is no Factory 5 build, so those kits are definitely more turnkey. Something like this is going to involve a lot more custom fab, and there's often not much of a roadmap on how you should do things. And this brings me to idea number 2, which is on the other end of the spectrum, and that's an LS conversion for my C3 Corvette. Now, I love my C3, but it's kind of a boring car, and there's so many cool things you could do to make this thing better. It's a great car to cruise around in, and having an LS in there would give me the confidence to take it on longer road trips. It also lacks an overdrive, so with the LS I likely would put in a new transmission. Plus my wife would like to drive it, and she has struggled with the 4-speed that's already in there. Lastly, there's a lot of things you could do with fender flares or different wheels to really make this thing look killer. Now, even if this isn't my next project, the LS conversion will still happen at some point. So my third idea is to find a solid Gen 1 Mustang and rebuild it from the ground up. I've looked at a lot of Gen 1 Mustangs over the years, and I almost pulled the trigger on a couple of them. And now that I have the space, I don't think I have any more excuses. Similar to my Corvette, at some point I am going to own one of these, and the biggest challenge I've had is finding a solid one. The boxed frame on these things rot from the inside out, and usually you gotta go south to find a good one. When I do find a good one though, it's going to be time to buy. Okay, now that I'm done with my Cobra build, it doesn't mean I'm done with Cobra content on this channel. So I've had a lot of people ask me for more videos of me driving it, autocrossing it, performance, that kind of thing, and I intend to do some of that this summer. Alright YouTube community, you saw my 3 ideas, so why don't you leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see me work on. I'd also be interested to know what you'd like to see me do next with my Cobra. Do you want to see me change something? Would you like to see me driving it more? That kind of stuff. So please weigh in, let me know. Lastly, thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel over the course of this build. I didn't know what to expect when I wrote the check, and I can honestly say it's been one of the more memorable experiences in my life, and I'm glad I was able to share that with you. As always, why don't you leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.